Bloomberg Business Report.
For that, let's go ahead and check in with Annalisa Burgos from Bloomberg News with more. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, Chris and Megan. That's right. Taco Bell is hoping you will quiero Taco Bell again. With more customers upgrading to competitors like Chipotle, Taco Bell's president says it's working on some gourmet changes to its menu. And I'm originally from LA, so I know there's a lot of local competition there, too.
Hey, good morning, Craig. That's right. Sources tell Bloomberg that companies that supply inventory to Sears are running into trouble. They say starting today, business lender CIT Group will no longer lend suppliers money to cover their costs as they wait for payments from the struggling department store. And a quick trading check before I go. Stock futures, they're heading a little bit higher today ahead of reports on retail sales and weekly jobless claims coming out. Live from the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Annalisa Burgos, Bloomberg News. For Pix 11 News, Craig Townsend, back to you.
All right, thank you.
Hi, I'm Annalisa Burgos. If you're looking to call Washington, D.C. home someday, but prefer a lifestyle that's a little less federal, we've got a neighborhood that really fits the bill. If you're more interested in late-night dancing than all-night filibusters, our vote goes to Adams Morgan. Adams Morgan is known for its cultural diversity, and the best way to experience it is on Adams Morgan Day, a neighborhood festival that's held once a year in September. Welcome back, I'm Annalisa Burgos. Forbes is out with its annual list of the world's 100 most powerful women. And among the assortment of political figures and global CEOs is Christy Hefner, CEO of the world's best-known adult entertainment brand. With us is the First Lady of Playboy herself. So Christy, in embracing the internet, you really reinvented the company. What does the Playboy brand mean today?
Well, I think in part it means what it's always meant, which is sexy fun and a sense of style and freedom.
And joining us now is the NBA MVP, Miami Heat's Dwayne Wade. Thank you so much for being here with us, Dwayne.
Man, thanks for having me. It sounds good every time I hear that.
Now, you led your team to an amazing victory. You know, Miami's first time in the finals, and you just led them to take it away from Dallas, you know, trailing 2-0. Now, how does that feel coming from, you know, as a leader in terms of a leadership role?
Well, it feels great.
We're here at the Evian Detox Spa in New York City, where they're hosting a party for tennis pro and the new face of Evian, James Blake. Good to see you, James.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
So your first major product endorsement, huge for you. What does this mean in terms of your professional career?
Well, this is great to be accompanied with a great company like Evian.
Parents of students at PS 132 say they want answers. Answers to questions about what is happening at their school. 2 days after an asbestos scare shut down the Washington Heights Elementary School, the building partially reopened this morning. But parents and teachers say it's too soon.
Pero a veces dicen que sí, que encontraron, otra veces que no, entonces...
They say they found something, and then they say no. We just don't understand because they haven't said anything that is clear.
Department of Education officials say tests for airborne asbestos came back negative, and classes can resume in all but the top 2 floors, where plaster containing asbestos was found. Among the 1,200 displaced students are Luisa Peral's 3 children, who have classes on the top floors.
Pues triste y preocupada.
I'm sad and worried because now I will have to take my little girl to the doctor to see how she is, because they tell me the class she was in was affected.
Administrators and education officials declined to comment, but during an emergency meeting, they assured parents the children were not in danger. Still, many parents say they did not trust school officials and took their children home. They say the 100-year-old building is falling apart and needs to be renovated. About half of the student population did not attend class.
I don't feel so good like that because I want to learn.
Now, a teacher inside told me that a similar incident happened in 1996 where asbestos was found, and education officials at the time said they would take care of it. Apparently, she said they did not take care of it. Now, teachers and parents say a lot needs to be done to ensure the safety of the students. Department of Health officials say they'll meet with parents next week to discuss their concerns. Welcome back, I'm Annalisa Burgos, and I'm playing PlayStation 3's new game, Resistance: Fall of Man. Basically, it's World War II time, but World War II isn't happening. The British Army is actually fighting aliens, and that's what I'm trying to do here. It's a first-person action shooter game. And
And it's a lot of fun. Like, I'm not a gamer by any means, but I'm kind of getting the hang of it. I thought so.
Bloomberg Business Report.
For that, let's go ahead and check in with Annalisa Burgos from Bloomberg News with more. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, Chris and Megan. That's right. Taco Bell is hoping you will quiero Taco Bell again. With more customers upgrading to competitors like Chipotle, Taco Bell's president says it's working on some gourmet changes to its menu. And I'm originally from LA, so I know there's a lot of local competition there, too. Taco Bell says it plans to add things like black beans, cilantro rice, and corn salsa to its menu items. And it seems the chain needs to shake things up. Taco Bell scores the lowest in terms of food quality and atmosphere, according to a September survey from Nation's restaurant news and consulting firm WD Partners. All right, getting to stocks right now. We had a higher day for stocks yesterday. Markets rising to a 5-month high on bets China will ease its monetary policy. Stock futures right now slightly lower. And if you thought cyber attacks were bad last year with hacking groups called Anonymous and LulzSec wrecking havoc on everyone from Sony to Visa and MasterCard, well, 2012 is going to be even worse. A consulting firm tells USA Today so-called hacktivists are learning from each other, and corporations and governments need to recognize that more break-ins are just inevitable. Live at the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Annalisa Burgos, Bloomberg News. Back to you, Chris and Megan.
Okay, Annalisa, homegirl, what part of Los Angeles are you from, since you dropped that at the beginning of your live hit? You gotta ask. Which town?
K-Town.
Oh, Koreatown.
Koreatown.
Nice. Very nice indeed.
Great.
Yeah,
Good to see you.
well, it's so nice. So nice to have you.
In for Jane King today. We'll see you next hour. Thank you.
What? Koreatown.
Hi, I'm Annalisa Burgos. If you're looking to call Washington, D.C. home someday, but prefer a lifestyle that's a little less federal, we've got a neighborhood that really fits the bill. If you're more interested in late-night dancing than all-night filibusters, our vote goes to Adams Morgan. Adams Morgan is known for its cultural diversity, and the best way to experience it is on Adams Morgan Day, a neighborhood festival that's held once a year in September.
You guys to help me out again. I want you guys to help me out again because I want you to know what this song is about.
Now, this is what Adams Morgan is all about. The neighborhood feel, good music, culture, and good food. And I'm going to have some of that right now.
Centered around 18th Street and Columbia Road, this eclectic area was a gateway community in the 50s and 60s for immigrants from Central and South Americas, Africa, Asia, and the Caribbean. The neighborhood's international vibe, bustling nightlife, and proximity to downtown D.C. make it especially popular with yuppies and urban professionals. And the housing options are just as diverse as the residents.
There are a lot of row homes. There aren't many detached houses. There are a lot of condos and a few co-ops around. And there are places over $1 million, some beautiful penthouse studios that have multiple levels, outdoor spaces, things like that. Well, we're in a 2-bedroom now, which is $475,000. I'd say anywhere from, for 2 bedrooms, I'd say mid-4s, anywhere through $800,000 or $900,000. Some people have dedicated more space to the dining room here than we have. We've just made it a small space and dedicated most of it to the living room. Again, you'll see the architectural feature, the glass blocks from the late 80s, and the curve again that we saw in the master bathroom, which are again featured in the pillars here by the windows.
Housing here is pretty expensive, with the average price per square foot at about $675. That's 30% higher than the $470 per square foot for the district as a whole. And like all urban neighborhoods, it has its share of headaches.
If you don't like people, I don't think downtown at Adams Morgan is where you want to be, because it's a busy area. It's very, very lively on the weekends and in the evenings. And in general, there are a lot of people around. But parking can be very, very difficult over here. So ride your bike, walk, take the metro.
And home buyers are willing to pay for convenience and amenities, including the area's unique businesses. Madam's Organ and Tryst Coffee House are among the favorite hangouts.
How do you like this place?
This is pretty cool. Where are we? What is this place?
This place is called Tryst. It's right in the heart of Adams Morgan, and as you can see, there are a lot of young people. It's very lively, and it's kind of a hip neighborhood. People just lounge here for hours. It's got these comfortable couches. It's sort of living room feel. Like you just left your house and people bring your laptops and work, and drink and eat and talk. It's a lot of fun, you know.
It kind of has that Central Perk feel.
Like Friends?
Yeah, totally.
It does.
So if you can afford to buy in Adams Morgan and are willing to deal with less space and the crowds, you'll enjoy the best that DC has to offer. One of the best things about Adams Morgan is that it's extremely walkable. Real estate aficionados call such places pedestrian neighborhoods. And did you know that there are actually 12 different kinds of neighborhoods? You can learn more about pedestrian neighborhoods and the other 11 types on frontdoor.com. Just type 12 neighborhoods in the search box. Thanks for watching. See you next time.